Fans are waiting with breath that was bated for the final episodes of Stranger Things, and they are literally chomping at the bit to know all the behind-the-scenes secrets of the show. Let's take a look of who's got the spiciest info from the show at this moment. There's a crew favorite. Like any aspect of life, there's just gonna be people that you favor more. And sure, this might seem kind of mean, but hey, let's be honest. Most parents have a favorite child. So why wouldn't the crew have a favorite cast member? According to an interview from The High Chair, in a case of Answer Now, a crew member sheepishly admitted that Millie Bobby Brown is definitely the crew's favorite. Sorry to the rest, but the writing's on the wall. Now, the wall may be upside down, but still, it's a tiring show. While being an actor seems to be a dog's breakfast of a career with assistants, fancy premieres, and all the craft table treats a tummy could handle. However, the hours are most definitely long. So it makes sense that people will be needing all the downtime possible, especially Charlie Heaton, who was notorious for napping it up all over set. From his trailer to just off set, we've got ourselves a sleepy guy. Off script. Sure, the actors on set are younger than your average cast, but from Noah Schnapp to Millie Bobby Brown, these are some professionals to the core. But they also love to spill the hot goss, and according to these two in real life besties, of all the cast members who go off book all the way, Finn Wolfhard loves to mix it up line-wise. And while there's a few scenes that are improvised from being in on it, also known as when Millie Bobby Brown's character collapsed into Finn's arms from pure emotional exhaustion. But whatever the reason why Finn loves the off-script ways, it's for sure working. Breaking is the funnest part. Let's be frank, everyone loves a blooper reel. Entire television shows have been based around this concept. And let's be honest, the post-credit blooper scenes of a movie may be the whole reason to sit through a movie. And when it comes to who on the cast was the ultimate in breaking, it could definitely be counted on Gaten Matarazzo to bring in the funny. And co-star Sadie Sink can attest to Gaten being too funny.
It's been Gaten.
She had a tough time keeping it together in whatever scene the two of them were in together, calling his style of comedy genius. Here's hoping we get to see the lighter side of Gaten in his projects to come. An actor prepares. Noah Schnapp, who portrays the sweet Will Byers, from day one had intensely emotional scenes. And for the most prestigious actor, a day of high-intensity emotions is a challenge. But a way to get into it for those crying scenes, Noah, ironically enough, turned to movies. A trick learned from fellow co-star Millie Bobby Brown. When the tears needed to flow, Noah watches a sad scene from a favorite movie and it gets the job done. According to Noah, the movie that does the trick these days is the A24 critics' fave, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. The breaker gets broken. And while we all now know that Gaten Matarazzo is funny, who's the one to make the breaky break? Look no further than Caleb McLaughlin. The actor who portrays Lucas Sinclair has a laugh that can break 1,000 scenes. And according to Gaten, Caleb has a laugh to make a stone statue giggle. Aww, so cute. Music to make up to. Fans truly cannot get enough of the upside down, Vecna, and all things monster on Stranger Things. The special effects are award-worthy and spellbinding, but what that actually means for the actors is more time in the makeup chair. And long hours of makeup application can make the mind wander, especially if you're being covered in prosthetics and literally cannot move a muscle. In these scenarios, it's good to have music on your side. According to lead makeup artist Jamie Campbell-Bower, says that in tough times of makeup application, playing music makes the day go better. And from all the music in the world to pass the time, they decide to pump Marilyn Manson to go hand in hand with the monster theme. The beautiful people indeed. UberEats to the rescue! A big set secret is craft services is usually the bomb. Actors and set guests alike flock to enjoy the treats to break up the long hours of shoot day. And fortunately, actor Noah Schnapp had to admit that the food on set is really just okay. Therefore, actors like Noah tended to make their own food and UberEats ordered on the regular. Wonder what the Vecna's go-to order is? Let's get rowdy. In a high chair interview with Gaten Matarazzo, when asked what the tone of the set was like, the one and only word that came to mind was rowdy. And that can definitely be felt with the tone and chemistry of the set. And Gaten said his character in Season 2 got to spend all his scenes with characters Lucas and Max. And come Season 3, he will spend most scenes with Steve, Robin, and Priya. So, the partying is apparent. And I think I can speak for all fans when I ask, invite us to the next jam, please and thanks. 1 Take Tammy. When it comes to professionalism on set, young actors do not tend to have the best reputation. Coming from the era of the low hands and the lavados, reputations may precede child actors before they even hit the set. However, the Stranger Things cast is breaking the mold once again by bringing the seriousness. And when it comes to preparation being on point, actor Sadie Sink has confirmed that the actors who could do a scene in 1 take award goes to Joe Keery, who plays Steve, and Gaten Matarazzo, who portrays Dustin Henderson. According to Sadie, these two actors are so prepared, it's in and out of scenes like a fiddler's elbow, baby. Noah the Spiller. Fun fact about Noah Schnapp, this boy always needs a Tide to Go stick constantly. As someone who is a self-identified spiller, Noah, who has been known to ruin a costume or two, on the first day of shooting a movie, he ended up spilling chocolate sauce all along his back. Here's hoping laundry's on set. Maya Hawke's fave scene. Celebrity offspring Maya Hawke joined Stranger Things in Season 3 and immediately became a fan favorite with her portrayal of Robin Buckley. But if the people were wondering which scene was a favorite to Maya herself, she had the answer up and ready. In Season 3, a sincere two-hander between Robin and Steve at the video store that was shot in 1 take was the scene of the moment for her. A chance for Maya and Joe Keery to truly connect as actors is all she really wanted. And the audience and fans were living for it.
It was perfect.
But
The shootout in 1 shot. Near the end of Season 4, there's a seminal shootout scene.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Upon reading the script for that scene, director Sean Levy had a stroke of creative inspiration that made him realize, to properly capture the essence of this scene, he wanted to shoot the shootout in 1 shot. And while movies often employ this camera work, think The Walk to the Copa and Goodfellas. Executing this kind of camera work in the fast pace of a television show is a great feat, and props to director Sean Levy because this scene had all the feels and more. Color matters. Costume designer of Stranger Things, Amy Paris, has remarked that the colors of the clothing really matter, with subtle hints to keep the audience in keeping with the emotional story they want to tell. It's also fun tying certain outfits together with colors and pieces. For example, the colors remained dark and moody for scenes in Russia, and then they pop hard when the pool days come. So if you're an audience member wondering why they're feeling what they're feeling, look no further than color theory. Wild rehearsal times. The cast and director, executive producer Sean Levy, all could agree that the shootout scene for the series was the most intense. Planning for a scene that will only be shot in 1 take means everyone has to be on their A-game all the time, non-stop. And in terms of rehearsing, the cast had to be relentless. Behind the scenes, the cast was choreographing and getting prepared to do it all in 1 take. Therefore, the cast through and through all agreed that prepping for that shot was the rehearsal of all rehearsals. Hope you enjoyed learning all the ins and outs of what makes the behind the scenes of Stranger Things such a true jam. Which tidbit made you smile the most? Like, comment, and subscribe to The Thing Celebrity for all your upside down needs.